Welcome back. Let's turn our focus to this now. The festive season is in full swing, and one of the major concerns across the country is the safety of individuals. South Africa has seen a significant increase in accidents, with motorists, passengers and pedestrians involved in fatal incidents. As we continue to monitor the festive season operations, we now turn to our reporter Nhlamulo Mabasa, who is live for us in Komatipoort, to provide us with an update on the situation there. Nhlamulo, good morning to you, and thank you so much for your time. Of course, just talk to us about what you're seeing there on the Komatipoort, area, particularly around the situation in Mozambique. Have there been any major incidents that you can report on?
Good morning, Unati, and good morning to our viewers. Yes, I can confirm that we have arrived in Komatipoort, just outside the border where we are. We're actually 6 kilometers away from the Libombo port of entry. And Unati, ever since we arrived here, it's just traffic. The traffic is normal. There's not a lot of cars on the road. And with the situation that you're mentioning in Mozambique, it hasn't changed much on this side of the country, or rather here in Komatipoort. Everything is normal on our roads. No incidents have been reported ever since yesterday.
And what are the officials telling you in terms of just, the traffic volumes? Because, we have seen over the past few days how trucks have been, queuing outside the border, stretching 30 kilometers or so. We've also seen businesses around the area, particularly in Mpumalanga, concerned about, the fact that their businesses are suffering because of the protests and the violence in Mozambique. Just an update there in terms of what you're hearing from officials as well as normal businesses.
Unati, I could pick bits and pieces of what you're saying, also because we're on the N4. If you can see us, the trucks that are moving up and down, sometimes it affects us to hear what you're saying in studio. But we have the MEC of Community Safety in the province, Macie. We'll welcome him, and just brief us on what has been taking place on our roads, and especially with the situation where you're talking about businesses ever since cargo has started moving in and out of Mozambique. Good morning, MEC Macie, and welcome to the agenda. Briefly, please take us through how are we doing on the campaign, festive season campaigns?
Thank you very much. We are doing quite well. We are happy with the result up to so far. Hence, you note that we have started this campaign on the 19th of October. To date, what I can give you as a stats, just a summary. It's not yet confirmed, because it is confirmed once the Minister of Transport, Minister Papa Christ, communicate or inform the nation how far we have gone in terms of this operation in the country. But as Mpumalanga, we can safely say over from the 1st of December to date, we have able to search and stop cars over 100,000. We have also issued traffic fine for 18,000 traffic fine. We have also arrested 495 people who have appeared in court due to reckless driving and negligence driving, overtaking in dangerous areas. So it shows that if you compare the stats of last year, it showed a serious decline. But in due course, we'll be able to inform the nation in terms of the breakdown of our achievement. Generally, we can safely say we are doing well as a province.
And what are some of the concerning behaviors that you have registered as the department, on whether on the N roads or the R roads, all the roads in the province?
The behavior is that the intolerance of our motorists on the road, maybe it's because of festive season, I'm not sure. But what I can safely say is that you can tell that, as we have indicated, from the 1st of December to date, if we have able to issue over 18,000 ticket fine, it shows that people were a bit excited. So we need to stop that, because overexcitement, breed something else. That is, we don't want to hear or to see as a nation. Ours, we want to see all of us being happy, enjoying this festive season. But generally, we are happy, we are excited in terms of our operation it has yielded a positive result in our case. You will notice when we give you the stat at a later stage in terms of the breakdown. Generally, we are excited.
So just a bit to move a bit out of traffic and everything that is traffic related. We know that cargo now has been opened to go across the border. They've been going into Mozambique and coming back. And when we were talking to some of the truck drivers, they're actually saying that it seems to be safe and quiet on the other side of the country. How are we doing in the province? Are you still happy with the movement of cargo? Are there any incidents that have been reported ever since they opened?
So far, no incident has been reported that we are aware of. Hence, we are a bit excited that the economy now is beginning to move. Why? Because when the trucks are moving, the economy is moving. Yesterday, we were moving them by 15 per truck, take it by that number to kilometer 4. Kilometer 4, they receive escort to the port where they offload their goods. So coming back as well. The pattern is not yet changed, but the movement is improving from today. But we are excited. Generally, we say things are going according to our plan. There is nothing that we anticipate that we will not manage as a province. As for you note that we are dealing with also generally the issue of safety. We are also housing a number of security companies where we look after the property of the department, of all departments in the province. On that regard as well, there are no incidents were reported. It was a free, incident-free kind of a festive season. So on that regard, but we are generally happy. All our effort facing into one direction has yielded a positive result for us.
Last one, MEC, when can we expect traffic to pick up?
We normally, along the N4, we take a study from the previous years. It indicated that from the 3rd of January, it will start to pick up. But now we are doubtful in terms of picking out because the information that we are receiving, because of the unrest on the other side of Mozambique, it's the indication that by Monday they intensify the protest. We don't know until when. Hence, it might affect the picking up of traffic to the N4 coming from Mozambique, going back to their various destinations where they are working. So it's a big challenge, but we are ready for that. Anything, whether is the traffic by that time is going to pick up, we are ready for that. So all our systems are in place, but we, as I've indicated, that we are a bit concerned with the uprising that is taking place. But I hope the ECO and the international relations, they are managing quite well the space. They from time to time will be briefed of what is happening. We know some of the information, we get it through social media, sources. They are viral, it is viral on the social media of what is happening on the other side. But we are calling for calm and peace. They must learn from us as South Africans during this difficult moment. We have a difficult time in the early 90s. We have able to sit down through CODESA and produce this democratic, what you call country that we are having, processes that we are having. Hence, we are having a democratic country here in South Africa. We are hoping that as well they are going to take that route, and they must also respect the outcome of the elections.
Thank you, MEC. Oh, there you have it, Donati. You could hear a mouthful from the MEC. And with what he said the last bite there, where he's talking about that on Monday, we expect actually from what the information that they are receiving, they're expecting that on Monday, where the protest and everything that has been happening in Mozambique, which now affects our border and the border post, it's actually expected to resume on Monday. So I think with the information that they are receiving, with what they are saying, they will be ready to deal with whatever situation that they might have to tackle or face in our border.
Sounds like it. Nhlamulo, thank you so much for that. Nhlamulo Mabasa out there in Komatipoort for us, not too far from the border to Mozambique.